take 3,500. Maybe if I had some friends that would come and help me, this would be easier. I haven't posted a video in a long time. It's pretty hard to post a video and talk to a camera when you're completely by yourself, okay? So, sorry, whatever, sue me. But we now interrupt this regularly scheduled program with a message from Super Clean. It's me from the future. And Super Clean would like to tell you that you could win some of their product. All you have to do is comment down below your Instagram name, go to my Instagram that is in the description of this video, follow me. I'll pick one of you guys from my comments on YouTube, and I will send you 1 bottle of their cleaner, 1 can of their aerosol cleaner. And now back to the regularly scheduled broadcast. If you've seen some of my last videos, which you probably have not, I have an X3 and it is awesome, and it's been about a year. So we're gonna go over that right now in this video, which, by the way, I'm gonna start selling stickers. Hopefully I'm gonna start a website, I'm gonna sell some redneck engineering stickers and so on and so forth. Got some great ideas, although my friends, who are assholes, talking to you guys, didn't say nothing. We're in a group chat, I was like, here's my ideas, what do you guys think? Nothing. Didn't say anything, didn't say they sucked, didn't say they were awesome, nothing. So, screw you guys. So let's get into it. First thing, ditched the 30-inch cryptids, which are a good tire, but 30 inches on a machine like this is way too small. So, went with 32-inch carnivores day one. Like, I did not even drive it with the cryptids on it. Now, a year later, we got XTR 370s. Much better so far, at least. I've only done one ride on them. But I do have a set of 34-inch mud tires, which, if you are near Memphis, they are for sale. I'll put a picture of what they look like on there. And you can buy them. They can be yours. Also, that's for sale. Get this thing out of here. 20 grand. 21 Talon. Anyway, the most notable change is the cage. It is a Brick City Fab cage. I don't think they're going to be doing any more X3 cages, which is dumb, in my opinion. They're going to focus on razors, which, whatever. But if you can tell, you eagle-eyed viewers would know that that's a factory hard-coated windshield. And yeah, it doesn't fit right. But you can't tell from the front. This clip doesn't fit, but that's not a big deal. But I did have to make this bracket right here. I'm basically a fabricator, I know. That way the light bar doesn't hit the windshield. And by the way, I'm going to link all this stuff down below, because some of this stuff you can get on Amazon, like this 50-inch light bar, which is cheap and bright as hell. And it's an affiliate link, so I'll get some money back from it. So you should definitely do that. Then I had to get these little brackets, because I like my whips at an angle like that. And the cage has them that goes up like that. And I don't need that. I'm not riding in the dunes. I just think they look cool. I used to think they were dumb, but that's what they look like. They have the color changing modes, all that kind of stuff. They are R1 Industries. They're awesome. Love them. Got rock lights too. Every time I turn them on and off, they turn to white, which sucks, but you get on your phone and change it. They aren't that bright. A little bit disappointed in the brightness on the rock lights. They're great rock lights, but they're not bright enough. When you compare them to those, you almost can't see them. So a little disappointed in that, because they were sold as a bundle. But now they have brighter ones, and what sucks about that is you have to pull the entire wiring harness out. What would be better is if you put in the wiring harness, and then, you know, you could just change the light at the end. That would be cool. But that's not how it's done, so got to change it all out. And I don't feel like doing that. That's a lot of work. I hate wiring. I need to get some good, cheap-ish, high clearance radius rods. I did have this installed so I could pull a trailer or whatever. Got the street legal kit where it changes the fang lights, sold the fang lights that were original. I think that's a much cleaner look. Now on the interior, got a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but a few things from Kimimoto. Their stuff is obviously not that great. It's cheap Chinese stuff, but sometimes it works. Like the tablet mount, the speaker things, and door speakers. Everybody actually asked me about these door speakers. I think it makes the door look a lot better, and you know, it got a speaker in it now, so that's cool. I can't run a sound bar, or I guess I could, but it would hit the snorkels back there, and even if I could get one that fit, it would block my view. Even though the snorkels block my view, I can look in the rear view and see a little bit. But now I've got a backup camera. It's pretty cheap. It'll link it below also. Got a Boss amp. It's Bluetooth, so I can not have to have a head unit. I did have a Polaris head unit that was mounted down there, but shocker, it died. It was from my old Polaris. I'll put a picture of it also, I guess, just because. Since Windrock and all the cool places that need trail maps are too far away and nobody wants to go, I used that area for those things instead of a tablet. I don't even have a tablet, so is what it is. Should probably also get high clearance A-arms while I'm at it, buying parts and whatnot. I'd like to get aluminum doors at some point, but all that stuff's expensive, and this thing in general is expensive, and it's not paid for, so I need to kind of focus on that. So that's why I'm selling stickers eventually, hopefully. So now we can talk about some negatives versus the Razor a little bit, and some negatives that have happened to this thing. And we'll start with what's happened to it. First thing that actually go wrong, this wheel bearing went out. That one is on its way out. And yes, I should have greased them. I do have the tool now, but I did not grease them when I got it because I just didn't. I didn't want to. I wanted to drive it. I mean, can you blame me? It's pretty awesome, right? So I'm okay with replacing wheel bearings. That's fine. It's not that hard. It's not that expensive. Still kind of sucks. But the next thing was the winch cable, which brings me to probably one of the biggest downfalls to this thing right here. This one right here, late model 21 X3, which if you have one or know about the RRs, you know that's like the worst one you can possibly get. So if you have one and your winch is not working correctly, there's a service bulletin that basically if you try to run the winch more than 10 seconds, it will kill all accessory power, everything. It'll still run, it'll still drive, everything like that, but the accessory terminal, gone. Nothing will work off of it. And the dealer can reflash that. Not a big deal, but you still have to take it to them. But then, this thing's an XMR, so it only goes 65 miles an hour, which sucks, right? So you think, oh, okay, we'll just call up Evo or somebody like that and get a tune. Well, Evo is the only people that have a tune for it, and they're not even taking anybody right now. They're full. They're booked. You have to send the ECU to them, and it's $1,300 at this time, and that's ridiculous. That's for the basic of basic tunes. Like, you want the lowest power level tune, $1,300. Ridiculous. But maybe one day, they're working on it, so maybe one day it'll be a little bit easier and a little bit better. I have had a check engine light, and it said something about the fuel, but on the forums it's been mostly XMRs that have had it, and that's because they've gotten in water. I've had this one up to the steering wheel, and I'll insert a picture and a video or something like that here so you can see. Another issue I had straight off the trailer, brand new, first ride, it was making a horrible popping sound in the front. And if your X3 or probably any Can-Am, because my friend's Defender or Commander was doing the same thing, it's the sway bar links. So this one, no sway bar at all, gone, took it off, never rode with it but one time, and it's been pretty good. I like it. It will flex out pretty hard. Matter of fact, that's it right there. You don't believe me? That's where it bolts, and then there's the hole, so it's completely gone. So other than that, it's been pretty awesome. I was gonna do a pros and cons video on Polaris versus Can-Am, but mine was a 2018 XP Turbo, and this is a 2021 Turbo RR. Miles different. Miles. My Polaris, biggest piece of shit there ever was, I think. I got a lemon, probably. At 600 miles, I had to rebuild the transmission for the first time. At like 1200, had to do it again. And in between there was things like diff, wheel bearings, drive shaft, steering rack, shifter cable, one axle, and I don't even ride that hard. We're like trail riders and mud riders. I don't do no rock climbing. Well, sometimes now, but with this one, which is why the cage is there. I want to get a little bit safer. But that thing, huge piece of shit. But I did like it. It drove great. It sounded good. It worked good. Whatever. But it was a lemon. So I know this video was completely full of talking, and most people don't like that. But frankly, I don't care. If you want to see more action videos, I'm going to try and post those. But you can also go to my Instagram or my TikTok. I post on there a lot more often. There's more followers over there too. It's easier. It's so hard to do this shit by yourself. If you filmed a YouTube video before at all, you know what I'm talking about. But feel free to ask questions in the comment section or on my Instagram. I'll DM you back. I don't talk to that many people, so I'll get back to your questions. I think that's all. So again, if you see something that you want that's on here, I'm gonna link it in the description. I don't think you can get the cage anymore unless you get it secondhand, but everything else you can buy. I'll link it down there. A lot of the stuff is going to be Amazon affiliate links, so buy something. You don't even got to buy that product and it still helps me, I think. But I guess it's going to be all for this one. If you've made it this far, I'll give you one of these decals wherever it is if you DM me on Instagram and follow me and follow my TikTok. You got to prove that you're following both, and you have to subscribe to this channel, I guess, too. But I'll give out a few of those because I got a few before I make my website. If you got any sticker ideas, leave them down below or on Instagram or whatever. But until next time, my friends are going to make me start recording more action videos, which I don't think are going to do that great because camera flattens it out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But see you later.